Hey, I forgot that I'm supposed to hit the button. I have to hit the button. Where's the button? Oh no. Button. Who's got? Hey, there it is. All right, and I punched my microphone. See, Matt, whew, what a week, and what a day and a half. Like, what day is it? I don't even know anymore. I think it's Wednesday, right? It should be Tuesday that we're doing this. Big ol' my bad. Life has a way of getting in the way of just about everything, and yesterday it got in the way of doing this. So again, very, very sorry, but we are here now. We're gonna get going as if it was Tuesday at 2 o'clock. I'm thankful that it is no longer Tuesday at 2 o'clock. It is the end of the workday Wednesday for us East Coasters, West, Midwest, and all of you other people. You'll get there soon. Don't worry about it. It's coming. It's coming. But let's talk about, hey Faith. Let's talk about the past week in SFB. But first, we're going to pick some winners, and we have two things to give away. And I have the picture of the Amari Cooper jersey here because I still just didn't take it out of the box. So first, we are going to pick the winner of the Amari Cooper jersey once I actually share my screen. And random generator. Hold on. Let's actually not give the back end information out there because that's just not cool. There we go. Share. Hey, Josh. All right, here we go. So this is for the Amari Cooper jersey. Again, too lazy to take it out of the box, but it exists. It is real. I promise. And I'm going to click this button. It's going to tell me, hey, you're at a black check on black background. It doesn't really matter. And then we're going to see who wins. Jason Kramer yet again. Congratulations. That is 3 weeks in a row. You've won something. So hi, Scott. Jason, you are the proud winner of an Amari Cooper signed jersey. And now, because we have two things to give away. See, up there. Oh, good. I didn't actually click the button. Whew. Oh, man. See, I'm like, because when things go as they're not supposed to, things don't go well in my brain. And this is like the ultimate not going as it's supposed to. It's a different day. There's two giveaways instead of one. And it's 5 o'clock and dark outside. And so let's remove this. Let's now stop sharing. Let's then share screen, mini helmet, random generator, share. Same thing's going to happen again. Going to click this box. Gregory Eckert. Yes. It wasn't Jason again. Here we go. All right. But I think Greg won something recently also. So, hey, Faith, if you paid attention, I said hi to you immediately when you typed hi. Oh yeah, wait, no, and I could do this. Congratulations, Gregory Eckert, who is normally here with us on the weekend. Hey, there you are. Hey, Greg, you won this awesome looking Javonte Williams signed mini helmet, and I love that it's orange marker because that just makes it look so nice on that stark white with the orange horse and then the orange, like so pretty. And this dude, like 27 carries this past week. Like we didn't think he would workhorse, but he might workhorse. And look, there's a horsey right there, so it kind of works. Congratulations. There might be kids, so I can't say what I want to say, but congratulations, Gregory. Congratulations yet again, Jason. How did I forget your name when I say it every single week? All right, but let's go back to the slides because we have some week to talk about. And first thing, we're going to talk about the top performers as usual. And CJ Stroud. I mean, yes, when you throw for 500 plus yards and 600 plus touchdowns, you're going to be the number one scorer in any pretty much league format. So CJ Stroud actually only throwing 42 passes, completed 30 of them for 470 yards, and like 300 of them were to Noah Brown for some reason. 5 touchdowns. This dude about to break every rookie record ever. Fantasy points 56.5. So that was nice and pretty. And then what's this? 2 weeks in a row, CeeDee Lamb. 16 targets, 11 receptions, 191 yards, no touchdowns, but still gives you 37.1 points. Wide receivers, man, this is not their format, I guess, because I mean, next you go Dalton Schultz, 10 receptions on 11 targets, 130 yards and a touchdown, and that's 51 points. Like that's a slide. So that is some tight end premium, as they call it. And Dalton Schultz is like a touchdown machine this year, and it is great for anyone who picked him up in like the last round of any draft you did, because it is paying off. Assuming you start him, you should at this point. And then Rachaad White showing up, which is unfortunate for me because he was on my bench. I'm going to start him this week, and I'm probably going to end up getting 6 points out of him. But a total of 24 touches, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns, and I cried every single time I was watching Red Zone this week, and just Rachaad, like they're in the red zone. It's like faded to Evans, faded to Evans, faded to Evans. Rachaad White runs it in. Oh no, not again. 39.9 fantasy points for anyone who was smart enough, unlike me, to start him. And then there's the letdowns, and there was a couple this week. But, you know, again, Gabe Davis, sorry, Cole, I see you in there. Schultz on your bench. Gabe Davis, again, you didn't draft him too high. He gave you a lot of really good boom weeks, but I don't remember him giving you a 0 this season, and that was rough. And it's not good. I don't know. I got nothing to say except that it hurt me, Gabe Davis. It hurt me. DK Metcalf, 4 targets, but like if you only have to catch, like if you're going to catch one pass and it's not for a touchdown, like that week where Kittle had 3 catches, they were also 3 touchdowns. Like if you're going to catch only one pass, it might as well be for 50 yards. So cool, you get that PPR and you get that point for first down. You get 7 points out of it, and I know they played a really good defense, but like DK Metcalf is supposed to be our stud. He's supposed to give us more than 1 catch for 50 yards and 70 fantasy points. And Chris Godwin I put up here because the Bucs scored 37 points. That's a lot. And for that to happen, and Chris Godwin on 6 targets, which still feels low for the amount of points that were put up, 2 catches for 16 yards. Hi again, Scott. 3.6 fantasy points. Like that's you wanted, hoped for, should have gotten better out of Chris Godwin. Just he's better than that. That team is better than that. It was a letdown. That's really just the best way to put it. Redemption. And I put a little bit of a spin on redemption. This wasn't people who have scored poorly in the past. This is people coming back from being injured and like reminding everyone that they're here. Like Aaron Jones last week was okay. Deontay Johnson had some pretty good games ever since coming back. But Aaron Jones, a total of 24 touches, 99 yards. He couldn't get that one more yard so he can write 100. 99 yards, 1 touchdown, and 27.9 points, which is absolutely what we need from Aaron Jones. Like, this is it. This is why we drafted you. This is why we liked you. Well, I'm sure you're a wonderful human being, but we play fantasy football. And Deontay Johnson, who, just like Aaron Jones, missed like a good 4 or 5 weeks. And, he was coming back in. That offense is a wreck, but still, he's going to get 9 targets, which is honestly like not, he's usually like that 12 target guy. But if you're going to take it 7 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown to give us 26 fantasy points, we're going to be thrilled to have you as our like wide receiver 3. So like just welcome back, injured players. Way to get back into where you were supposed to be, where we've always wanted you to be. And let's do a giveaway now, which I forgot to get. Hold on, don't walk away. We're going to give away Dion again. I know we gave one of these away, but I got 2, and I want to give away prime time. And I love just saying prime time. So it is 5:10 for the next 3 minutes. Anyone to comment the word prime in the comment box will be entered to win this prime time awesome looking Funko Gold. It's not a Funko Pop, it's Funko Gold. And oh, hey, here we go. We got a lot of people coming in already. We got I can't type. It's a bad see. Like, oh man, the second I get like an ounce of flustered, I lose the ability to type. But let's keep going. We got Gil, we got John L. Hey Roman, how's it going? Gregory winning one thing, winning a signed Javonte Williams mini helmet. Not enough for Gregory. He wants to win this primetime again. We got Steve F. We got Steven Jones. Hey, Casper, how's it going? All right, we got 2 more minutes to come in and try and win this whoa, there we go. Deion Sanders Funko Gold. There you go, man. See, words just completely gone. 2 more minutes. Well, 1 minute and change again. Don't have a real timer going on, but I said 2 minutes like a minute ago, it felt like. And you have the chance to win this. Really, I love the way this looks. Like, is it like Funko Pops are fun and all, but like I love that there's like a little bit of realism to this. Like it has like an actual face and not just a giant rectangle with huge circle eyes. Like this looks like a person, and that's very cool. Plus, he's wearing a bandana because he's prime time, and so these are I'm excited for these. These are very, very cool. I hope to be able to find more of these soon. It might look like his arms are, if his arms are movable, like if he's posable, that'll be the coolest thing ever. But yeah, words are very hard. Hey, B Toldy jumping in at the last second. I love it. We still got a few more seconds. I have no idea how much to win this primetime Funko Gold. And I just say, because look, gold is written fancy. I know Funko Pop, it has the exclamation point, but here it's just written nice, fancy. Come on, clock. You got to go faster than this. This is killing me. I am completely out of things to say at this point. But you got a couple more seconds to try and come in and win this Deion Sanders Funko Gold. And I'm going to go ahead and look. Okay, so here, well, I'll wait. So here, let's stop sharing that screen. Let's present, share screen, get up that wheel of names, hit share, and it's 5:13. There you go. Whew. Yeah, I know. Jump to that last second. All right, so here's our list of names. Let's hit that every day. We're shuffling and playing. And let's see who's going to win the prime time Funko toy. There you go, man. That is one less box. Thank you, Gregory. That is one less box I need to ship out. Whew. Like, thank you. I'm happy for you that you won another thing, because winning is cool in the first place. Winning 2 things, even awesomer. And I have less work to do. So yes, thank you, Gregory. Whew. All right, let's throw the slides back up here, and let's keep going. Let's talk about the top 12 scorers in SFB this week. And, you know, we talked about CJ Stroud. We talked about Dalton Schultz. Dak Prescott up here yet again, coming in with 42.36 points. Josh Dobbs. Can we talk about Josh Dobbs for a second? Like, I unfortunately remembered that I had him started in a league or two on Sunday morning, went in and took him out of my lineup, and I would have loved to have had those 40.47 points in my lineups accidentally. But no, I paid attention to my leagues, unfortunately. And like, he saw that thing for like Baker, what was that last year where he was on the Rams? He's like, Baker only had 7 days to come in and learn the offense. Josh Dobbs had like 34 seconds. He came in and he's just like, you know what? I'm just going to, all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Like, and can we also talk about the fact that he's a rocket scientist? Like, I had no idea to play with the Cardinals, he had to leave his internship at NASA. How cool is that? Like, I know it was like the NFL loved talking about that one Ravens offensive lineman who had like a doctorate in math. Like, that's cool and all, but now we have, as Scott just said, the Pastronaut, and I'll allow it. Yeah, I know, right? Like, I would love to see that person who forgot to change their lineup and left Josh Dobbs in there, and then was just like, "Oh yeah, no, I totally did that. You did not do that on purpose." And then Rachaad White coming in 39.9. Josh Allen keeping his top scoring up there, 39.32. Taysom Hill. I mean, when you could be the QB1, running back 2, and tight end 1 on the same team, you go do that, Taysom Hill, and you put up 38.47 points. And we have the rookie scoring of tight ends continuing, not with Laporta this week, but with Dalton Kincaid. Dalton's like, Sam, you rest. You're on bye this week. I'll make that top 12 list. Don't worry. And he scores 38.1 fantasy points. Jalen Hurts, another usual up there. Tyson Bagent, like, talk about, benefiting from not having negative points. He had a couple of turnovers, but again, he did well enough. 37.7 fantasy points when not taking in those negatives. Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb. It's good to have a trio of Cowboys up there, but I guess I never really thought one of that trio would be Jake Ferguson scoring 37.1 fantasy points. And again, since wide receivers are just not making it to the top of the list these days, we did top 5 wide receivers. CeeDee Lamb, we talked about. Tank Dell crushing it. 34.1 fantasy points. And then, of course, what everyone expected, Noah Brown scoring 30.3 fantasy points. And then we get back to a little bit of normal. Amari Cooper, 27.9. Deontay Johnson, 26. Like that's, yeah, there we go. But, man, that Texans offense is a thing, and it is going to keep being a thing. So playoffs, talking playoffs, 529 teams are now in the playoffs. And just to remind everyone out there, 1,662 teams will make the playoffs. All 13-plus win teams get in, and then the remainder are based on points. 586 more teams can enter the big show this week. Still not me. And right now, you need to have an average of about 204.86 points. For now, it was actually around 206 point something last week. And then it dropped, which was good because so did my average points per game. Yeah, not a great week for the outhouse here. Actually, what's the next slide? Before we get to the undefeated, you know what? I'm going to be a little selfish for a second, and I am going to stop sharing that screen, and I am going to share screen. ScottFishbowl.com, share. First thing that I'm always going to point out right here, that big giant donate button that turns that nice Fantasy Cares blue. Just go hit that button. Why not? But also sign up. Make sure you're signed up for SFB 14 because, man, once we hit the SFB 13 playoffs, we're going to start giving out SFB 14 spots. But let's go to leaderboard. I'm just going to do the regular leaderboard. And as our wonderful fearless leader pointed out, you could just search your name right in here and search. You don't have to actually Control F. Oh, there you go. 206.75 averaging points. Nice 9 and 9. 1,500th. Thankfully, there are more than 3,000 teams, so still top half, even though I think I put up like 195 points. It wasn't great. It was definitely a less than stellar week for my team. But we'll get back to that in a little bit. Let's go back to sharing this. And let's talk about that. We've now made it to 7 undefeated teams. And good for all of you. Like, that's just really good. And since there's only 7, I mean, let's just, here. I put them all out here. Of course, I can't read that on there, so I'm going to have to pull that slide up on my screen because that is way too small. So first place, I guess this is by points for Dynasty Warzone, Neil Gray, John Lee, Destination Devies, Marcus Myers, Aaron Knight, Tyler Martin, Michael Young, and Football Guys, Dan Hendry. Congratulations to all of you in here. 7 teams, still undefeated. Clearly, y'all are in the playoffs already. Congratulations on that one also, because we already had our playoff side. Keep going. I'm not sure, clearly this is the first year we've done this. I have no idea if anyone's ever finished a regular season undefeated, but looks like we got a good chance because there's only, 2 more weeks, I think? And now let's talk about the high scorers of this week. We broke the 300s again, which is nice. We had a couple of people breaking the 300s again, which was nice. So JJ Williams at 306.4 was our highest. And then we had Michael Manning in at 300, Steve Fressa also at 300. Angie Hatfield yet again. Go Angie. I'm just excited because she usually hangs here with us. Hey, Mad Scientist in at 297.25. Brendan O'Brien, Jordan Arsenault, 294.45, also at 294. Maddie DFS. SC Romero at the PPR show. That's a nice little handle right there. 293.77. And our 10th, Chase Vernon, Fantasy Intervention Trophy Smack. Hey, Chase, how's it going? 293.06 was our lowest top 10 score. It's 100 points more than I scored, but you know, it's the lowest of the top 10 high scores. And I want to remind everyone about a giveaway we have going on. This is for the entire month for Diabetes Awareness Month. Well, this is folded nice and big, so I got to even slide back a little further and not knock this stuff off my walls. I am told Mark Andrews has type 1 diabetes, and this beautifully, very largely signed right here, Mark Andrews' beautiful jersey will be given out at the end of the month, where every donation made at fantasycares.org/JDRF will be donated directly to the JDRF, the Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund. So everything that gets donated to this will go straight to prevention, care, cure, everything that comes, as obnoxious as it is, with type 1 diabetes that should just not happen to anyone in general, no less children. So please, fantasycares.org/JDRF and get your chance to win this beautiful Mark Andrews signed jersey. And to, you know, it's what we do here. We try and help out kids. And this is, you know, presents are nice for the holidays, but like, what about the present of better diabetes care? Like that would just be swell. Like that would be fantastic. So please consider, if you're going to donate, /JDRF, try and get that Mark Andrews jersey. And then we got this week's goodness giveaway, where, I mean, I've held on to this long enough. Dak Prescott is scoring well enough that this sleek white Cowboys mini helmet with huge Dak Prescott autograph. And I know I'm normally, like, again, you know, 2 weeks in a row, right? Like we have a white helmet going on. Like for me, there has to be a reason to buy a white helmet, and the orange ink was enough for me on this. But also, like, it, though I hate it, this is their white is the Cowboys color, and that is super lame. But that's besides the point. So here it's white, it's the Cowboys, but it's Dak Prescott who is reminding everyone, because I know he started, well, got a little hurt, started a little slow at the beginning of the season, reminding everyone why he is a top-tier fantasy quarterback. So please, donorbox.org/goodness giveaway, or Scott was nice enough to give us a redirect of fantasycares.org/GG for goodness giveaway. And your donation will enter you in a chance to win this Dak Prescott autographed mini helmet. On that note, thank you everyone for hanging around. I know it was a wild ride of me completely also forgetting to remind all of you at a normal hour yesterday that it wasn't going to happen in the afternoon. And then, you know, reminding to post about it today when Scott asked what time we were going live. Like, life, man. But thank you for hanging out, for joining in, joining along. Everything that comes with just being part of all of this, we appreciate all of you for. And I stall for another few seconds while I try and find this button.